And there, a bit earlier, the Heat getting mentally and physically ready. It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Ray Allen, what do you think we'll see from him?
One of the great shooters in the history of the game. I mean, Ray Allen is just amazing with that deep range, incredible accuracy, and he can also put the ball on the deck a little bit once or twice, pull up jump shots, get to the foul line. Allen's just one of the most consistent scorers we've had in the game for a long time.
And he's rehearsed that motion for so long. It's automatic. I mean, it's something he can do in his sleep. He doesn't even think about the situation or the defender. He eyes his target and lets it fly.
For the Pacers right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start to the road trip here. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
This team has already played well and really believes that it can get business taken care of on the road, too. So they don't have any worries when they go away from home.
Not yet, anyway. But, you know, that could change if the first few games on this trip don't go according to plan. And you know how it is, Clark. You can get on a bad roll very easily, especially on the road.
Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
For 3, Beasley. Danny Granger pulls it in. Miami on defense. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
How about the box score from that game? The accuracy from the three-point line. Just remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeatedly deflate that crowd.
And here is LeBron after Paul George getting his 3 to go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And with a moment here, let's catch up on the action from the studio with Damon Bruce.
All right, Kevin, let's see what's happening around the NBA right now. The San Antonio Spurs trailing Charlotte out in Charlotte. Some good action there in the third, and we still got a close ball game. And for the Pistons, they have the lead against the Nuggets. Almost to halftime out there. Josh Smith is their scoring leader. And that's all the time we have until the Sprint halftime report. Now we go back to Kevin, Steve, and Clark. Fellas?
All right, Damon, thank you for that.
It's a good day to have a remote control in your hand, right, guys? There's some really close games taking place right now.
So fun. This is the best time of year, though. You know what? We got the best athletes in the world going up against, these great teams fighting for some kind of positioning in the playoff picture. It's a great time of the year.
It's a lot of fun, and you're right. I'm glad we do have the adjust button or the previous channel button.
Well, LeBron is far enough along now in his career where you can start to project some of his career stats, and they're staggering. I mean, he could end up the first player ever to end up with 30,000 points, 10,000 assists, and 10,000 rebounds. I mean, that's remarkable.
Passes it to Wade. LeBron outside. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
James with the bucket. And when you talk about LeBron's ability to pile up stats, whether it's scoring, rebound, or passing, Clark, he can do it all.
He really can. He's dominant in every facet of the game. And you love his durability and his stamina. He is a stat sheet stuffer supreme. And that's the highest level of stat sheet stuffing you can have. And he's at the pinnacle of the peak.
That's good.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know, I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Hill kicks to Granger. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Wade. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
I'll tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
The drive by Hill. Inside to Hibbert. Kicks it out to Granger. And that one's good. Granger's got 7 points.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
George against James. Inside to Bosh. Makes it off the glass. Bosh has got his second basket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Feeds it to Stevenson. Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. George fires, and again it's Indiana.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's LeBron. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Wade gets the bucket.
Well, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Hill kicks to Granger. From outside, off the mark.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up. You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. They're teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Trailblazers.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good... Oh, man, what a play.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even a exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over
Well, I just, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And finished off by LeBron.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Hill inside, working on Bosch. Here's Hibbert. Soft touch off the glass. Hibbert's got his first basket of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The drive by LeBron. Poked loose, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Outside, George. And stolen by James. Got it up. Oh, the buzzer beater. Amazing.
He didn't even flinch. Just buried it like it was any other shot. Unbelievable.
And a high score. Coming up to... Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
You got to like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
On the court for Indiana. At the 1 and 2, George Hill and Lance Stevenson. Roy Hibbert is out there with Danny Granger, and it's George in at the 3 slot. Hill drives in, kicks it to Stevenson. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Indiana moving it around. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A moment now to look at the all-time list for blocks in a season. 7'4", Mark Eaton with 5.5 blocks a game. Wow.
that is a ridiculous number, Kevin. Eaton was a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Just a 4th-round pick out of UCLA back in 1982. Tell you what, he sure panned out for the Jazz. He's never going to pass up on a chance like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, this guy can get to the rim.
You know, it's always fun to play the hypothetical game with players. One with LeBron is just how good is he? Like, would he be able to go deep in March Madness playing with a good high school team? It might not be as ridiculous as you think.
Well, it's an almost impossible task guarding him. He's so strong and quick. LeBron is like a locomotive bearing down. You see why teams have to give hard fouls to stop him, because a little bit of contact just is not going to be enough to stop him.
Hey, Steve, a lot of contact isn't enough to stop the freight train LeBron James. I mean, he draws so much attention defensively, but what makes him special is how he can punish a defense for overcommitting, because I think his greatest attribute amongst all of his great attributes is his passing ability.
That's good. And that's now 6 points for Chris Bosh. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
And, Clark, you talked about LeBron and the college level. He looks like he's playing against college players, you know, Steve, with his strength and his size.
Well, he can do everything. No matter what you ask of him on the floor, he can do it. He can play point guard, he can play power forward, and defensively, how about last year during the playoffs? 1 minute he's guarding David West, the next series he's guarding Tony Parker. So the versatility is just incredible. Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
And that's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
Chris Anderson has checked in for Michael Beasley.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Here's LeBron, and another basket for Miami.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Hill dishes to Stevenson. A stupendous finish in traffic. Stevenson's got 7 points.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Wade kicks to Allen. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Well, all you need to know is he's shooting 90% from the free throw line. So you know he's playing with a ton of confidence at this point.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from George.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
Bosh, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's been key for this team's offense, the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve, no doubt.
Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Wade kicks to Bosh. Misses off the left iron.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
A nice shot by George.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. Get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Hibbert kicks to Stevenson. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Stevenson's got 9.
Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
Right side Bosh, and stolen by Hibbert. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And in that matchup, it was a very close game, but it boiled down to foul trouble. And I thought that was the key because a lot of those starters had to go to the bench.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
LeBron against George. LeBron passes to Allen. LeBron dishes to Wade. And again, it's the Heat missing. And to go back to the point Steve just made, how many times have we seen Clark close games come down to the foul situation?
Well, a lot of times, Kevin, you're exactly right. I mean, that's what that one came down to. If they didn't cause that foul trouble, I think it would have turned out differently.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Hill. Outside for George. George double teamed. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Stevenson for 3. And it's good. Now it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Wade kicks to James. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Hibbert. And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
That's the key, Steve. They'll stay in control of this game if they can just avoid any lulls going forward.
They need this. And Hibbert with the block. And that one's good by Bosch. Bosch has got 12 in the game.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Second quarter ends in a tight one.
Well, Dwayne, it certainly looks as if you got...
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to the out at Time Warner Cable Arena. It's the
Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back as we take a look at this soaring view of the downtown Miami skyline. Really an incredible game from Paul George.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Pacers leading by 6. The drive by Hill. And here's George for 3. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 6 assists here tonight.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Allen for the 3, and he gets it to go. Allen's got 11 points.
One thing that Wade has improved upon over the last few years is his ability to make better decisions. He used to turn the ball over considerably, and of course playing with LeBron an awful lot has meant that he's cut down on his usage rate as well.
Tries to keep it alive, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. We talk about big-time career assists. These are the players all-time with the gift of assist. And you look at this list of the all-time leaders, you're looking at the legends of the game, the greats of the game, past and present.
Yeah, names like Mark Jackson, Jason Kidd, John Stockton, of course, you know, not just great passers, but you look at the longevity. I mean, that's an achievement in its own right.
And for Wade, of course, not turning it over as much of late. He also was not asked to create as often as he was before LeBron joined the Heat, but in doing so, he became a much more efficient player.
Well, I tell you what, I think it's really undervalued how much Dwayne Wade has sacrificed and adapted his game to welcome LeBron. I mean, he's become one of the best in the league at moving without the ball, making timely, sharp, hard cuts to the rim. He's got a great understanding and intelligence of how he plays the game, and as he showed us, he can still go get it when he needs to.
Allen for the 3, and that one's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. The Pacers are gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call.
Oh,
look out. Oh, wow. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
16 seconds.
Allen dishes to LeBron. Pass to Wade. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Bosch. Lets it go. Bosch can't get that one to fall. Indiana's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. The three from George. No luck. Wade with the defensive effort.
And, you know, you talk about Frank Vogel, guys, and the Pacers. It seemed he won over his roster from the moment he took over. He placed a lot of confidence and trust in his players, and most importantly, brought a breath of positivity and positive energy to that locker room and to that team.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Miami. And back to Vogel, he really helped instill the identity of this Pacers team of toughness and defense, and Steve, that willingness to battle.
Yeah, it's a perfect fit with their personnel. The way he motivates this team to defend and play with that edge. I just love this group, the Pacers team, the talent, along with Frank Vogel. Just a really nice fit.
Throws it up high, and then Wade slams it in. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, very competitive action. I agree with you, Clark. I mean, this one could come down in the last few minutes the way it looks.
Paul George with the steal. It's tipped. It's stolen by Allen. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Another miss by Wade. Indiana shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Just a fantastic game for George. 31 points and the 2 nice steals as well. He is in complete control of this game.
Yeah, it's just going his way. Everything falling into place.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
This is to Oden. Puts one up from 19. And James with the basket on the assist by Oden. 25 points for LeBron.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Here's the break. Here's Wade. And it's Miami with another.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
And there's the call on James. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
How about all the points they're getting off turnover?
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Miami.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
From deep, George. And it's Haslem with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Allen's shot is off. Pacers trail by 4. And George, here we go. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. George has got 16 points here in the 2nd half. George against LeBron, and he gets the bucket. And the Heat lead by 4.
Oh, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
You got to find something, you're right.
Getting the feel out there from long range, guys. That's his 2nd 3 of the half.
Wade kicks to Bosch. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And that's 17 points for Chris Bosch. They play the clock right, Steve. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right. Make sure you work the clock correctly and get 2 possessions out of this.
Stolen by Wade. And Danny Granger gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
2nd team foul.
The Heat leading by 4. 26 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Heat good for 2.
I don't think think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
And now we'll look to the stands as he tells those fans, let's go.
And they're always listening, Kevin.
They are.
If he's the one doing the talking anyway.
Kind of like when you're doing the talking with us. We're always listening.
Always.
Wow, what a throwdown.
Look at that athletic play.
Incredible. Wow.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Heat. They're up by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back.
Tune in Monday.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, with this assist, he shows you just what a well-rounded guard he really is. Kind of a combo guard, even though he's listed as a shooting guard. Really a diverse offensive skill set.
We're almost seeing more of that, aren't we? Some guys that have point guard skills that can play both those positions.
Yeah, for sure.
And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Stevenson and George on the wings. Roy Hibbert is out there with Danny Granger. And it's Hill in at the point. LeBron kicks to Wade. It's stolen by Hill. And now here's George, the fast break.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
Oh, man, that was just amazing. He tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
They're starting to give him a little too much space here in the second half. That's his third three-pointer since the break.
And there's the call on Bosch. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's George. Now the dish to Hibbert. And there's a nice one-handed slam. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Danny Granger.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one. We've seen D-Wade getting it done. He has 14 points and 4 assists.
He's just been making one play after another, from one baseline to the other, covering the whole court.
Full throttle up and down the court. He has not let up one bit.
Here's James, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
He does not mess around when he gets close to the hoop, and how big are those points?
Pacers trail by 5. Over to the left wing. Three from Stevenson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And it's Wade penetrating. Lets it go. And another basket for Miami.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Granger outside. Hill against Wade. Hill kicks to George. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He's been ready to do work in the fourth quarter.
Wade on the wing. The feed to Bosch. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bosch has got 19 points.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
George passes to Hibbert. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
He'd have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. LeBron dishes to Wade, and they double up James. Good ball movement here by Miami. Allen for 3, rejected by Stevenson. Lock at 6, another shot, and Bosch with the layup. He's got 21.
You know, when he gets the ball that close to the basket, it's almost an automatic 2 points.
Well, the defense has to battle him down there and keep him out of position in the first place. Do your work early. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
James with it, now guarded by Stevenson, stolen by Granger. And George kicks to Hibbert. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Wade with it, and Granger picks him up defensively. That's good. 18 points for Dwayne Wade. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wade against Hill. Granger right side. To tie it up. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
It's too dangerous a shooter to leave alone behind the arc.
8 of gone, 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. And that one's good. James.
It seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Yes, and the foul. Allen picks one up. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with Daniel Bruce, who's standing by.
Kevin, there are other games going on in the East, so let's have a look. Out at Phillips Arena, the Hawks have the lead against Memphis. About midway through the third out there. Out at Time Warner Cable Arena, it's the Bobcats trailing to San Antonio. They're about halfway through the fourth, and that one, it's Al Jefferson leading them in scoring. And that's the report from the studio. Back to you guys.
Thanks as always, Damon, for the information.
Boy, we've got some nail-biters out there in the works today. Some really fun games to keep an eye on.
Hill passes to Hibbert. Connects! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
What a top-notch game he's had. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Outside for George. Buries it from outside.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to them.
Miami's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
This is exactly what happens when you allow Chris Bosh to get going.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing hill, Wade is covering. Hill against Wade. George fires. It's in!
They do have a foul to give here.
Yeah, you might see them use that at some point. I would.
Wade dishes to Allen. Count it!
Got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
Timeout call for Pacers. They're trailing by 2. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
And there's the pass to George. And stolen by James. Here's Allen. Count it!
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming out.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
Goes up to the stripe. He buries it.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
LeBron, no player has to endure the kind of scrutiny and pressure that you do on a nightly basis. How do you stand and